ladies and gentlemen, this is Games Plus Some and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing a comprehensive guide of how to prepare for, spawn, build an arena for, and defeat the Brain of Cthulhu in expert mode. Currently I'm building the arena for him. As you can see, I started off by building a gigantic stone, doesn't matter which block you use as long as enemies can't pass through it, square. Outside of that, I later add 2 wooden platforms, which you'll see, and I add a couple extra things. One of them will not be seen in this portion of the video, but you'll be able to see it later. It is a heart lantern. The heart lantern is an item that's great for increasing your life regen as a passive. The same thing goes for the campfire. I would not do a boss battle without either. And yes, of course, you're going to want to put some light in there. So fill that bad boy up with as many torches as you can. You're going to want to be able to see everything that's going on. I'd like to add as well, as a prerequisite to fighting this boss in expert mode, I went ahead and made sure I had max health, and I made sure that I had the best armor you can get. I also prepared a whole load of potions. You'll get to see them later. So, let's talk about the first method of spawning the Brain of Cthulhu. Just like in the Corruption, you could spawn the Brain of Cthulhu by breaking those orbs. In Corruption, it's the Shadow Orbs. In Crimson, it's those heart things. I'm not quite sure what they're called yet. But you break them, you get items out of it, and then he spawns. You'll see how well that goes for me in just a short moment. And there we go. So we've spawned the Brain of Cthulhu, and I just got swarmed down in this pit. I did not prepare. I was just frantically trying to pop my potions, trying to make sure I could get through it. And to such avail, as you're about to see, it didn't go very well. I died. A horrible death. Yeah, so that didn't go so well. Let's try something else. So the next method requires a little bit of prep time. So you're going to want to go to your above world corruption, and you're going to want to collect some vicious mushrooms. The other thing you're going to want to collect is the vertebra. I'm pretty sure they meant to put vertebrae, but it's not spelt that way. These are somewhat common drops from any crimson monster. The next step is you're going to want to go to your crafting table, as you're about to see me do. And you're going to want to take those vicious mushrooms and grind them down into a powder. You're going to want to do this until you have 30. For the vertebrae, you're going to want to have 15. Then you're going to have to go to a crimson altar with your newly found materials. There we go. And you're going to make a bloody spine. Boom. Easy as that. Now, let's try the second method. For this, I used a handful of potions. I used the Iron Skin, Swiftness, Archery, and the Health Regen potion. I didn't even need the Archery potion, I just used it because it's a comfort item for me pretty much. I also used an edible. I ate a steak. That helped some, I'm sure. As well as I used the Crimson Rod. This is a really big handy item. So, just slap that bad boy up there, and it does passive damage. This is a boss that has a lot of adds. As you saw earlier, I got swarmed. This is a great way to just crawl those adds through that rainstorm, and it'll just slowly do damage to them over time. As you can see at the top there, I've got my heart lanterns, and it looks like we're ready to fight the boss. Let's see how it goes, guys. For strategy while fighting this boss, I would suggest getting away from... I mean, I know that's obvious, but stay as far away from him as you can. Try to just give yourself some space from those little weird eyeball things. And overall, there's not much you can do. Not that I noticed. I ate a lot of damage here, and I thought I was going to die, to be honest with you. But I was able to make it through sheer will and luck, perhaps. I'm going to say not luck. I have to say it's probably down to the potions, my gear, and the fact that I was able to stay away from them. And that will begin the second phase. Once you've killed all of the Brain of Cthulhu's spawns, he begins the second phase where he opens up his weird, gross face. For this one, I brought out, of course, I was using it this whole time, my sword. I think any sword with an auto swing will be great for this boss. Honestly, I had no strategy for this part. I just stood there in the middle and ate damage and swung my sword at him as much as I could. There's not really much you can do. He surrounds you and he follows you across the screen. Your best chance is really just hopefully you're swinging in the right direction. And it worked out for me. Oh yeah, baby! We got that boss, we got the achievement, and we got his cool, sweet loot bag. Hopefully this guide will help you guys out when you decide to fight the Brain of Cthulhu in expert mode. Thanks for coming by. This has been Games Plus Some. Y'all have a great day.